caught standing around doing nothing. I need a weapon. I need a weapon.
I don't know. Hang loose. How's it? Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii. The channel. Okay, gonna practice being short ones. Try to be short. Yes, it's Saturday. I have to remind myself, I thought it was Sunday. It isn't. It's Saturday. It's Saturday the 6th, I think. I don't know. It's Saturday the 6th. What? It doesn't say. The 5th. It's Saturday the 5th. My calendar's all shot. And you know why? It's because of all these errands I have to do. And I just looked at this errand planner that's not mine, and the next couple of weeks is gonna be freak. And the Toastmasters want musters. The I will ding you for an The Toastmasters want to meet in person, which is, I guess, cool, but we meet at 7:30 in the morning, so it's like, gotta get ready and then get in the car and go over, and it's gonna be at someone's place. No! Yeah, which is a good segue for the mask mandate stuff. So let me just pop over here real quick at this. It doesn't see indoor mask mandate awaits spring break. It awaits spring break. So basically, it was all the other islands have dropped their mask mandate. Because all the other states have, and Honolulu's like, no, we gotta. And I understand the reasoning, and I understand the reason why a mandate, because people don't listen. They're just like freaking insane kids at recess going freedoms. There's never let's do the right thing. It's just do whatever they want. So there is that in society. So they do need mandates when it's necessary for the stop or at least retardation of the spread of the plague. Yes, I said retardation. It means hinder growth. So anyways, but it doesn't matter that Honolulu here has the mask mandate still, because the freaking thing expires tomorrow. Ugh. So, you know, I don't like wearing the mask. That's I just stay away from people. I like that anyways. But it's just too many people. It's like... But the mask does hinder breathing, and that's probably not a good thing. And those... under the ears... I look at this. I got the cheapest little... gamer head thing. This is like a really super cheap
the mic and make sure it
sounds
right, boy.
But the thing is, it's around the ears. I get the little mask thingy, and it's like boing, zing, boing. Ugh. Okay, so enough of that. And my friggin' I think I got tomorrow open, but if I don't post, it's whenever. I can post whenever, but when you're looking at bigger gaps of whenever, it's like all these appointments. Ooh, it's not like life and death, but it's just like freaking dentist, eye doctor. It's like, what the fuck's going on? Peace of God. Anyways, as we look at the new thing, this is what I wanted to focus on for real. is this freaking madman in Ukraine. He's not supposed to be in Ukraine, and technically he isn't in Ukraine. His whole damn... I'm not supposed to swear? Army? Look, here's the country. This is going along doing its own thing. And here's the guy, he surrounds it with his army saying, we're doing exercises. Now he moved in with all kinds of attacks. Going, oh, we're going to help you denazify the thing. What? It's insane. There's not Nazis there. And it's just making things up to tell his people who don't believe him. Half of them don't believe him anyways, but they don't want to say so because they're under peril of getting, the gulag. All of a sudden they disappear and they're getting arrested and detained, as they say. And as they want the seaport access, and that big river in Kiev, the capital of Ukraine, is right on that seaport thing, and that Dnieper River. It sounds like diaper, but it's not. It's a huge river. It's like the Danube, going through that. And if they get that, there's like access. It's economics. It's money. And then they're going into the nuclear power plant at Chernobyl. They took over Chernobyl, which is still radioactive, by the way. And that was like in '85. That one, I remember that was like a cloud of radioactive fallout over Europe. Oh my God! It went over. They're saying nothing's happening here because it was Russian run back then, and they're in Germany going. We're receiving high radioactive levels from your place. Yeah, they denied it the whole way. That's Chernobyl, 80 something. So now they went into the other power plant because their nuclear energy thing is big in Ukraine. Now I can understand that. Okay, they have uranium. Ladies and gentlemen, little mongooses, big mongooses. They have large uranium, raw uranium that you mine it out of. We have that in Wyoming and places like that, Yellowstone-ish area. You can mine uranium, and then they refine it, and then it starts then people start, and then they have the little centrifuges, and then it's like weapons grade, and then the people scratch their heads. What are you doing that for? But the basic uranium mines are over there. They have that in Ukraine, and they have coal, they have natural gas, they have all kinds of this kind of stuff. Russia wants that. But the main thing is Russia is being led by a complete idiot, power mad guy. I mean, you can say narcissistic personality disorder because he distributes those type of characteristics. But he had a plan to intimidate Ukraine. We are coming to get you, like I said, like the Blackbeard thing. I'm so scary, just give up, give us your country. You're so scared, just give it over to us. Our political leaders will replace your political leaders. We'll take care of the Nazis. And it's like, what Nazis? What? It's not 1945, but it might be close to 1936. Because this guy is building up to be a totalitarian dictator. And it's really important. Now, here's the problem. Here's the president of Ukraine going, you know what? I want to change to this thing, but I'm on a rant here. The president of Ukraine, oh gosh, this is out of sync. So the president of Ukraine is saying, hey, make it a no-fly zone. So if an airplane flies over and bombs us, you can shoot down the airplane and we'll secure the air. Militarily, I mean, he was a good comedian, I guess. He's a great president, though. He's very proud. He's leading, and the people want to be led. And this is the time. But militarily, at the moment, that's a no-no. The no-fly is no-no. NATO countries are going, hey, no, we can't do that because it will involve NATO countries. And this is the World War III point. When it goes past this point, you got World War III. So if they have NATO no-fly, something comes over, on something from the NATO forces is going to have to shoot it down. And then it's NATO, which is basically US big military, versus Russia. This is what we don't want. That's World War III. And that's why Biden stayed the hell away from it, and so will all the NATO people. But, and here's the thing. Right now, they're not using airplanes to fly over and drop bombs. They're just freaking using missiles. I don't know if they can use the no-fly and shoot down missiles. I don't know, but they're using missiles. And here's the bad thing about the missiles. The Ukrainian people, God bless them. There's so many stories of, and I feel really bad about the casualties and deaths and everything that's going to happen. But God bless them. Democracy and freedom. This is what it's all about. But because they're able to stifle the big long convoy coming into Kiev, that's kind of like slowed down. They took out a bridge. They're running out of gas. They're trying to say, we're recalculating, we're regrouping logistics. They took out a bridge and they did something about not having enough gas. So that's kind of waylaid, slowed down, but it's still out there. The separatist groups are being claimed as little countries. So now, now you're firing on our country. That means war. The little countries can declare war. The Soviets, we will back you. This is nuts. And they've prevented like a sort of there's no sea amphibious assault from the Black Sea at Odessa and those Crimea areas. They're out there guarding their beaches and getting ready, and there's no boats. There's progress in resistance being made, but that just angered the dragon, the power mad one, and so now he's just bombing civilians. He's killing people, systematically murdering civilians until people go, I give up. Because they didn't give up before being scared. They weren't scared. Now it's like, we're just going to start killing you off. And we're going to lie to the world. So that's why the whole world is pretty much up in arms. You know, I mean, they're not up in arms, they're up in signs protesting. People love the protest. We even got the protesters here, and we'll take a little break here and go to this. We're indoor mass managers, so we have a protesting thing, and everyone's like support Ukraine. This is in Honolulu, so we have a small group. What's a pretty large, actually surprisingly large number of Ukrainians here in Hawaii that actually from Ukraine. Let's take another little break, because this gets serious. Because back in the day, when there's nothing to worry about, we don't want to worry about anything, no. Back in the day, especially like 1970, look, there's like little rocket trains and rocket ships. Oh boy, it's like a snowmobile that goes to the snow, but it's like a rocket. Oh boy, because there's like, oh boy, little kid here, he is he's a boy. Yeah, I want to be a rocket scientist when I grow up. Gwyneth Wee sits behind Amy as they trot the snowmobile as part of the exhibit. Oh, prepared a ski association. Oh, I want a snowmobile, mommy. We don't got snow except for the top of Haleakala. Not even sometimes Haleakala. But what the heck? There's snow. Okay. This is the one here. This is the one that is making everybody really irked. It's making me irked. Okay, and we're gonna head on back to this. Oh, come on. Gotta make it short. There's just so much stuff. It's just nutsy. The Russian troops seized the biggest nuclear power plant in Europe after the middle of the night attack that set fire and briefly raised worldwide fears of a catastrophe in the most chilling turn yet in Moscow's invasion of Ukraine. Firefighters put out the blaze and no radiation was released, UN and Ukrainian officials said. There's no leakage, I tell you. Russian forces pressed on with their week-old offense on multiple fronts as not only are they murdering civilians, they went nuclear bomb plant. Your problem. Bomb. They bombed the thing. Luckily, they didn't bomb directly the coolant stacks. Well, they did. There's a report that came out. Oh, they have damaged number 1 and number 2. What does that mean? Now, I don't know if you know about nuclear power plants. There's a reason. I mean, it's a great... I mean, why don't we just get off of fossil fuels and have nuclear power? Or maybe only cars and trucks use gas. Everything else is free nuclear fuel. There's a reason why they're not dotted all over the U.S. There are some. Yes, there are. And in different areas, but I need coffee. Okay. There's a reason why. You don't see the ones that look like this.
The sound
with
of
the big
sirens
smoke coming out
because
they're cooling
or television for information
the rods.
and instruction for an impending
They're
emergency.
radioactive rods. Well, the rods aren't really the radioactive, it's like the graphite things. But the rods down here are hot. And when you intersect them with a bunch of the cooling rods, they cool down. And the more you put them in, the more they cool down. And a lot of this, they boil water in a sense and have a hydrothermic thing. But the China Syndrome, if you go watch the movie China Syndrome, if this nuclear core, that gets too hot, it melts down and it starts going down to the bottom of the thing. It turns into a glob of, you can't do anything about it. And it's so overheat, it's like a mini whoosh bomb. And it throws up all the stuff, which is a radioactive cloud, which is not good because radioactivity is poisonous. If it's not poisonous, they don't even know how to describe it. This just goes through your body. That's not even poison you ingest. Venom you get in your vein. This just goes through your body. And radioactivity is not good. Fallout from radioactive. So, now the Chernobyl one. Here's the Chernobyl one. They had ones that were with the same kind of idea, right? They put the rods in, it cools it down, right? And there's a graphite, right? So they put the rods down, and then it was coming up, and it was getting too hot. So guys, hey, come in. What's wrong with this? I think this is too hot. We shall start the progress of this. Trust in the process. Trust in the process. And they start the little process. But they did the process wrong. So instead of like cooling down, it heated back up. Like, oopsie. And then when it heated back up, it ignited the graphite stuff. So the graphite stuff was so hot, it caught fire. Can you imagine graphite catching fire? Yeah, that's hot. And so it got so freaking hot. And then that's what, boom, and it exploded. And there's a big glob in there. I forget what they call it, Satan's claw, whatever the fuck. It permanently, they can't even get that close to it. It's just like what are you doing? It's there for 50,000 years. Now, that mistake was Chernobyl, and that was big. The one they're lobbing they're firing missiles, and they started a fire at the training facility. I don't know why they're bombing all these buildings they're bombing schools and training facilities. They don't like knowing things. They would stay stupid, don't bomb the training facility. So it went. This power plant, it's in, I can't even pronounce the name. It's like I can't. It's I don't know how to pronounce it anymore. But this one is 6 times. It's more modern, but it's 6 times bigger as well as Chernobyl. This is the second largest nuclear power facility in all of Europe. This is big. And now they got the scientists in there going, I will check the cooling rods at gunpoint. This is what's going on there. Oh, all because why? Because little tyrant isn't getting his way. It's not going out as planned. So now we got a real problem because there's no way out. Apparently, some stupid senator in our USA, I think it was the guy from the South, hey, you know what we should do? A Republican, just typical, said, you know, we should take him out like, whatever. He made some reference which was insinuating and take him out like Brutus, like assassinate Brutus, right? Et tu, Brutus? So he made an insinuation about assassination. Now, that's not good if a U.S. senator is saying that shit and freaking they're going to watch it on, it's not Soviet intelligence. I mean, they're turning on the TV. They can see that crap on TV. Imagine that word gets to Putin. He's just going to be more irate. This is stuff that's fueling the dragon. Now, either the people come against him and depose him, maybe that happens, or maybe he just, NATO stays back going, we don't want World War III, and he just obliterates everybody in Ukraine. Or NATO kind of gets involved, or he says that NATO gets involved, and it erupts into a World War III scenario, and who knows where that goes. Oh my God. So, now this is way too long, so I'm just going to head on out. Hey, pray for peace in Ukraine. I don't know. Take it easy, everybody. Fresh air. Clean water, sort of. Red Hills kind of being opened up there. Fresh aloha. Aloha, you can go now. I said aloha. Aloha. Go away. Go. I said aloha. Get out. Go, go.